Alright, what's up you guys? It's another super hot day in California and trying to find another video idea. I thought that we can actually do some modifications really quick and easy to the F100. Now, there's a lot of cheap little tips and tricks I've shown along the past in my videos, but this is one I think you guys might enjoy. I've actually done this, I believe, I don't know, it was probably one of the first videos I made, but it's just kind of flawed over time just because it's outside. But what we're gonna actually try to do today is restore the taillights in the F100. Now this is pretty common with F100s. They get oxidized because they don't really have any protective coating on them. They're plastic. As you can see, there's not really much protecting those guys. Oh geez, this is really hard. Right there. They're not really protected. It's just, they set out in the weather, they get oxidized, they get coatings on them, they fade really bad, and you gotta buff them and clean them. But what we're gonna do today is pretty much that, is we're gonna sand them and then buff them, and hopefully it'll restore it. So you can see, hopefully, I don't know how much you guys can see, mine are kind of cracked up, which kind of sucks, but you can see I've got like paint lines and stuff going along the sides of these things, and then down. Mine's kind of really cracked. This one's a little bit easier to see, but yeah, it's kind of fading pretty bad. It's fading pretty bad. You can see the rim that kind of goes around it. I used to have trim, and then there was some previous owner repainted my truck. You can kind of see parts of it, reminiscence of the different paint colors kind of going down it. But yeah, there's kind of like a ring that goes around this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out and kind of clean them up. You can see I kind of wipe just the dust off to get a little bit better, but the camera probably won't pick it up, but they're still kind of dull. And you can actually shine these things up just like you can polish chrome or trim or aluminum or whatever. You can actually get this to a glossy finish. So it's gonna be super quick and easy. It's not gonna cost anybody any money. So we're just gonna pull these things out and see what we can do. All right, so as you can see, we've got this is just the taillight out of my bump side. Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why wouldn't you just do this over buy a new one? New ones are probably, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks. That's a good reason right there. A lot of people like to have the Ford stamp in their taillights, or just have a factory Ford part. It's kind of nicer to have. It's usually nicer quality, and as you can see, just by flipping it over, you've kind of got a duller outside versus a nicer inside. Obviously, this side hasn't been exposed to the sun quite like this side has. So as you can see now that I'm inside, you can probably see it a little bit better. It's got cracks. This is paint. And then down here is kind of cracked really bad, so I don't think I'll be able to fix that very much. It seems like it's cracked pretty deep, but I'll be able to get all the scuffing off the sides here, take all the grayish coloring out here, and hopefully make it look mostly like the inside without having to buy a new light. Sometimes people ask a lot of money for these things, and if you find them in a junkyard, some people like to think that just Ford taillights are worth $100, so it's just sometimes can be a pain to get a good set of lights. So I'm just gonna try to restore these, make them look a little bit better for the time being, considering I have nice new headlights. Might as well have nicer looking taillights. I'd like to do the LED conversion on the bottom of these, hopefully in the future. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I'll go ahead and I'll pick those up and we can do a video on those as well. But besides the point, we're gonna go ahead and use one of two things. This will be one. This is just a 4-inch buffing wheel. We can put this on a drill and just go ahead and use like a Meguiar's aluminum polish or some sort of just regular polish and just do it on a drill. That we'll probably use that for the corners and stuff like that. All right, so the first thing I'm going to try to do is just take a little razor blade and actually try to scrape some of this off. But I got to be careful because, like I said, you can scratch it. Because if I do push it at a wrong angle or something like that, it'll just draw a fat line. And I really won't be able to get that out. It should come off pretty easy. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and scrape all this stuff out and we'll get the polishing. So I messed up. I don't know why I said the bench grinder was a good idea. Don't use that. That was stupid. It goes way too fast, so it's not necessarily going to break it. I mean, it will break it, but it also burns. So you can't really see it now, but you might have noticed in the time lapse. But it got caught for literally a split second, and it melted it down. So what I had to do, which kind of sucks, because as you can see, there's the Ford logo right there. I had to sand almost the entire thing to take that burn out. So you can actually kind of see a little bit of it right there. So yeah, there was a fat burn right there, so I had to pretty much sand it all the way off. So now you can see the sides is what we're going for, and the top is nice sanded. So I just took a 220 on a block in simple grain and just kind of went on it and just in an X pattern, so I didn't draw lines. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my little buffer wheel, my little 4-inch I got from Harbor Freight, and then I'm just going to go get some aluminum polish and then just wipe it on that and then just go ahead and buff it away. Alright guys, so this is the polish that I'm going to go with. Focus on it. As you can see, this is just a Mother's aluminum polish. This is it's finer than, like, it's not like a block. It's kind of like putty, so it's nice and easy to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that directly to this and apply that directly to the taillight.
Let's go away like this now.
Alright, so you can kind of see it. It's a lot better than what it was. You can see this one doesn't have, it's got a lot of imperfections. Mine's kind of trashed, but this is what it'll look like no matter what condition you start as. So mine were half decent to start out. As you can see, the one on the driver's side here, it's not terrible. You know, this one's a little bit nicer, a little bit cleaner, a little bit reflects light a little bit better. You can see this one's really bad towards the bottom. But I messed up on this one. Since I actually burned that one spot, I had to sand a lot of it. So once I sanded it, and then these are actually, they're imperfections. That's pretty far down, so I can't really get all that out. But I'd say that came out pretty good. It's pretty much brand new, or almost, but minus the cracks. I can't really fix the cracking, but you can see how it reflects light. It's definitely polished up good. And I'm gonna do the same side pretty much to this one right here. For me, not too much of a big deal, but for guys that have super faded taillights that are, you know, 1,000 years old, this will help a lot. Alright, so I got them back in. As you can see, this one looks a little bit better now. You can kind of see it reflects light evenly. You can kind of see the sky in it. It's pretty nice. And this one's pretty good too, the same thing. Yeah, there we go, now you can see it. Just a good little tip and trick thing, I guess. But if you have like more fogged or sun-baked taillights, this will work a lot better. Mine weren't bad, so it didn't really do too much, but yeah, trying to upload like every 2 days. I don't want to say that and dig myself in a hole, but I'm trying to get more videos out. So we were thinking about actually pulling the motor on the Galaxy. So there's a Galaxy update for you guys that comment on every single video wondering where the Galaxy is.
Some motivation.
Yeah, so we're thinking it needs a timing chain or the cam broke. One of those two things was broken. So which the radiator's out of it because it was full of rat crap.
We're really hoping for timing chain, but we'll see.
Yeah, it should be the timing chain because the cam wasn't spinning at all. So that could mean a multitude of things, but I wanted to see if what you guys thought if we should just pull the motor out, then we could do the chain and whatever, you know, timing issues that it has, we can fix.
Make a whole video series. We'll strip a lot of the motor down, maybe even put some heads on it, we'll see.
Yeah, I had those GT40Ps we pulled out of a junkyard. I can't remember if I made that video or not, but we did pull a set of GT40Ps out. They're a little bit smaller combustion chamber, make a little bit better power, flow a little bit better. And I do have a big cam, but I'm probably gonna go against putting the cam in it if I don't have to, for the reason I'll explain in another video. But yeah, I just did kind of want to hear you guys' thoughts. Do you think we should do it all in the car, or if we should pull the motor out? You know, we can re-gasket the oil pan, the heads, you know, all that stuff. We can make sure the motor is perfect, so it won't leak any oil in my driveway. It'll be nice to drive. It'll be reliable, just as reliable as my truck. We can drive it and take it to car shows. That's what I want. So, I mean, it's like literally over 100 degrees every day here, so I can just do it in my garage. It's really, really hard to find something to do for content-wise, so I thought that would be a good series that we could do. You know, little by little, we can disassemble it, find out what's going on, fix it, and putting it back together, and then getting it back in the car. It's just a good little series. Doesn't cost me that much money. Gives you guys something you guys can enjoy. But let me know down in the comments what you guys do want to see. If you guys are up to that, I'll definitely consider it, and we'll get the cherry pick over here.
If you guys have any other ideas of stuff you want to see, like just in general too.
Yeah, we're getting there. So
Some more content ideas.
yeah, so let me know what you guys do think in the comments below. Like the video if you did enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the script. Oh wait, I fucked that up. Like the video if you did enjoy. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.